Hello guys, anyone live yet? Okay, we're gonna start it very soon. We're gonna start very soon, just posting some posts and then I will get to it. Guys. Hey man, welcome. I will start the show very shortly. Briefly, I just need to make one more post and then I'm make starting. Okay guys, so today we're gonna make a three-course dinner. First off, as the starters, we're gonna make a Caprese the Buratta. So we have a nice Buratta here. We're gonna bake some tomatoes. The first thing we're gonna do is actually make the green oil and then make the baked tomatoes. And as soon as we're done with making those two, we're gonna start making the tiramisu. Since the tiramisu needs to go in the fridge and stay for a little bit of time, so we're gonna prepare a few things for the starters. Then we're gonna make the dessert, and then we're gonna make the main dish. And they will all be ready to serve at the same time. So I think this is gonna be very awesome. Well, let's get to it, guys. Okay. So first off, we're gonna make some green oil, and usually when people they do this and they make green oil, you can make it in different ways. You can dry it, you can do a lot. And the thing I like to do, which I learned in the culinary school, is that I blend it all. So I blend the basil here. I'm gonna blend all the basil with oil. I'm gonna blend it for a long time, and then I will get it all out. I will also get some water in the oil, but we're gonna fix that later. We're gonna hang the bags up in the fridge. Then the water will go down, and we can empty it. I'll show it also when we get to it, but I think we should just get started straight away. Why not? So first we have our basil here, and because I'm gonna plate as well, I'm just gonna take a few very nice pieces of basil that I want to use on my plating. I have a guest coming over later, so I'm actually making food for two dishes of everything, but I'm only gonna plate one dish for you guys, and then I will plate the other one after the stream. So now I'm gonna find like four very nice bouquets here of the basil, because when I got that, I have something to work with, and then I can just use the rest. All of this is gonna be used for the oil, except these pieces I take out now. And I think I found some very beautiful pieces of basil here. So I'm gonna take these and put them in a little plate, so I have it for later. So I'm gonna save these here, and I'm gonna use them for plating later. So I'm gonna put them over here in the window. Perfect. Now let's get to this green oil, because the reason I want to make the green oil first is because when I'm done with the green oil, we're gonna put it in some piping bags and let it hang in the fridge, so that we can get all the liquid and everything will go down to the bottom. It will end in the bottom of the piping bag, and I can just open the piping bag and take out all the water first. So we are gonna go here, and the thing here with the basil is I don't want too much of the stem, so I'm actually gonna cut them pretty high up. But with this, I can take the stems as well. So I'm gonna do it everywhere. Just gonna do this because I can have some stems, but the stem doesn't have a beautiful green color, so I don't want all the stems. But don't worry, nothing is gonna go to waste here. So now when I've gotten all the stems that I want here, of course I'm not gonna let any leaves go to waste. Even though the leaves are getting a little brown, I'm not gonna serve this fresh. I'm gonna blend it, and as long as it's not actually bad, like getting wet and stuff like that, you can easily use the basil. Just because it gets a little dark spots, it's not a problem at all. No health issues here. So now just gonna take all the leaves off, so I have that for my oil. And for the oil, a lot of people they will use some olive oil, which is something I never understand, because I want a basil oil here. I want some oil which tastes good. That's like my goal with this, is to get some nice basil oil with a nice taste in it. And if I use olive oil for this, then everything is gonna taste like olives, and I don't want everything to taste like olives, so I am gonna use a taste neutral oil for this project. Okay, so we have the basil here. Just gonna lay my knife over here. Bum bum bum. Let me just quickly clean it. Yeah. Okay. So guys, now I have this here. This is the basil, everything is in here. And I also really want to like say sorry for the quality of the stream. I know my camera is not that good right now. I'm gonna get a better one, but I need to. This is what I have now, so I just need to work with it. I'm gonna get my blender here. Sorry, I'm a little quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna get my blender here, and then I will I just want to blend this a lot. Like the thing is, if I had a Thermomixer, I don't know if you know, but there's a Thermomixer that's like a blender, but it has heat in it as well. If I had a Thermomixer, this would have been so perfect, because the best way to do this is actually getting a little heat on it. So I'm not going to do that today because I don't have a Thermomixer, and it will be a little, if I have to heat it up, otherwise other ways it will be a lot of time consuming, and this is still working. But if you want to make it perfect, you're actually going to heat it up to 65 degrees. You don't want it getting any higher than 65, because around 70 the basil will start to turn brown. We don't want the brown basil. But and you know, right, like right now, if you can see it, you still have all the green spots. And in this one, it's very important for me to blend it out as much as possible, because all the leaves and everything, we're going to sift it away. We are not going to use anything of that. The only thing we're going to use is actually the oil. So I want all the basil to go into the oil. And right now, you see it's like like military green. It's not a nice color. Don't worry, it will get the most beautiful dark brown or dark green color later on. So I think we had a pretty nice spot now with it. I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna use it later, the top, over top of the blender, but I'm just gonna put this over here. So we actually have green oil here now. Now this green oil is not really something we want to serve to any guests, right? It doesn't look good, and yeah, it's a little too grumpy. It's grumpy a little bit like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into these type piping bags here. Yes. And we're gonna make 2 of these piping bags. You don't want too much in them, because you're gonna have to close them, and you still have a lot of things to do with them. So please don't put too much of it in, for your own sake, actually. But yeah, now I just gonna use a little bit of this here. So I take it now here, and the way I do this is, you can say a lot about this, but the reason I do it like this is because it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to hang it up. So like, I'm gonna take this one right here around over in here, because if I close it up like this, I will show you in a minute. If I close it up like this, then I can take one more like this, and now close it entirely. Just close it as much as you can. And now this green oil here is ready to come in my fridge and just hang, and it's just gonna hang here for like an hour, maybe 2 hours. The best thing to do is actually like let it hang overnight, but we unfortunately don't have time for that. So it's just gonna hang here for a few hours, and then we will come back to it. And I can already see now that the water and everything is going down the bottom, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So that's perfect, guys. Just gonna repeat what I did with the other one over here. Close it pretty good. Put this one up here. And now we're gonna go over to the baked tomatoes, because the baked tomatoes, we really also want that to cool down. I also already made the coffee for the tiramisu, which is already in the freezer, waiting for us, getting cold right now. So when we are to use it, it's not hot. You don't want to use hot coffee for your tiramisu. Then you're gonna have no tiramisu to offer your guests. So we're gonna do it like this instead. Okay, perfect, guys. So let's get to some tomatoes now, right? So I'm just gonna start by taking tomatoes and just wash them first here. Now, what you want to do with the tomatoes is actually up to you. Like, you can do a lot of different things with them. You can cut them in half, you can do whatever. But like, the main reason I'm doing all of this is to plate them. Like, that's why I'm actually doing this. So I really don't want to cut them into half. Again, I'm using some taste neutral oil here, getting it in. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Trying to find a good way for the camera. Oh, I think I just had a follower. Nice, man. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow, man. So yeah, the tomatoes here, we're gonna bake them now. And to the new guys who joined, I just made the green oil. The green oil is in the fridge. If you missed it, I will post the video to YouTube after. But yeah, the green oil is in the fridge now. We're starting off by making everything for the starter, because the starter is what is things we need to make, heat them up, and then it needs to cool down. So we're gonna start here. Afterwards, we're gonna make the dessert, because the dessert will take a long time in the fridge afterwards, and then we're gonna go to the main dish, because the main dish today is actually not gonna take too long. And I take this one for my tomatoes because I really want them all to get baked evenly. I put the oil in already, so now I can just squeeze them around like that. I will obviously also add a little bit of salt. Of course, also some pepper. A little bit of balsamico oil, vinegar. Just because I really like balsamico, and it's like, I think whenever I make like Italian food, yes, but just Mediterranean food in general, I always use balsamico oil, because I think it has such a nice taste, and it just tastes a little bit of the south, right? It just tastes a little bit of Italy, of the Mediterranean. That didn't go as planned. We're gonna add a little bit of oregano and some basil here. This is dried basil, but this is just to give the tomato some more taste. If I even don't know how to open this. Yeah, we're getting there. Good. So, lid's on here. Just gonna add a little. Okay, that's what's not going too good. Okay. We're just gonna do like this. Sprinkle it. I forgot to turn on my oven, but I'm gonna put the oven at about 180 Celsius. This is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. 180. I don't know the calculations. I'm very sorry if I have anyone not using the metric system. But yeah, I'm from Denmark, so that's what we use. Gonna mix these tomatoes, and these tomatoes are gonna be nice. Like you can like when you bake tomatoes, you can do it in different ways. Like sun-dried tomatoes are actually just baked tomatoes, but they're just baked in a very, very low heat, but for a long time. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for, maybe I'm gonna bake them for only 20 minutes or something, half an hour maximum. But I'm gonna do it at high heat, you know, because I want to. So like the tissue in the tomato, I want to explode the tissue, because when I explode the tissue, the tomato like changes the way it appears. I don't know how to explain it in English, sorry, but but you want the tissue to explode inside the tomato. That's what we're going for here. And you also get that when you bake them at low heat, but not. I prefer this too when it's for plating something. So the oven is not heated up now, but I have a pretty fast oven. It's actually already on about 100 already. 70, 78, okay. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna forget a little bit about it, but still have it in my mind. So now guys, we are actually done with everything that we needed to do for the starter to begin with. So the next step for us now will be to get started with the dessert, with the tiramisu. So we are gonna make the tiramisu now, guys. Gonna see how long our little coffee here is. Yeah, the coffee is getting cold. And it's pretty good, pretty good. Just gonna wash my fingers. Very good, very good, very good. So the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna whip the cream. And we're gonna whip the cream with the vanilla. And the thing here is, guys, so I have this one piece of vanilla. These are pretty expensive nowadays. So one of these is actually only for 500 milliliters of liquid. I got a big one, so maybe for a little bit more. But the thing is, I'm gonna use 500 milliliters of mascarpone and 500 milliliters of cream. So actually, I need double as much. But this one is very expensive. And for guys, for you at home, you don't need to use this. I like the taste of real vanilla, so I use this. But I'm also gonna use vanilla extract. And you can. I would not recommend you using vanilla sugar. I don't like vanilla sugar. I really don't like it. But the essence and just use your own sugar is, for me, way better. And the essence is okay. This is good enough. But I just want this to give it's both the texture and for the flavor. This is just a little bit better. But let's get started, guys. So first off, let's get all our cream down in the bowl so we can start whisking that in a moment. We want the cream whisked, and then we whisk the cream and mix the mascarpone. It's actually, tiramisu is actually extremely easy to make, I think at least. So I have my cream here. Gonna add a little bit of sugar as well. A little bit, a lot. A good amount of sugar as well. And yeah, if I were at a restaurant right now, obviously I would have to scale everything. I've been in this business for many years, so I know the amounts in my head. Again, if I were in a restaurant, obviously I would scale it much better than this, much more properly. But this is for me and my one of my guests I get later on, so I know what I'm doing here is good enough. But I would, if you haven't made it before, I would obviously say you should use some use a scale. Sorry, I forgot the word I was about to say that. Now I'm gonna make the camera look a little bit here. So I got my vanilla here. This little one here alone is 10 euros. Actually 10.95. But yeah, we're gonna halve it. So much vanilla. Whoa, okay, this was a very, very good one I got. I was also, because when I was getting it, I was a little bit oh, this is expensive. I want to get a big one when I pay this much, and I got a big one. So now I'm taking this one instead because you have a thin knife, you see? So this thin knife, it would be very easy for me to get it down in this and pull out the vanilla. Because obviously I don't want all of the skin of the vanilla, but I want everything inside. So I'm just going to be very, very gentle here. Now I need to find the opening again. It's right here. And after I did it with a knife, I can just take my finger here and press the rest of it out. Pretty easy. Now, I am not wearing gloves right now. I am not the biggest fan of gloves unless it's fish and meat. In some cases I will. Actually, when making cakes like this, I would say you should use gloves because sugar and the bacteria on your finger are not good friends. But I am not, and that's maybe a little wrong. But the thing is, I'm gonna use or eat this tiramisu today, and what is not getting eaten today will get frozen down. So I'm not so concerned about my products going bad before I use them. I really am not. Again, if this was a restaurant, obviously I would have used my gloves. But right now, I'm not at the restaurant. I am at my home. So we do it like this. And I want to get everything because again, this vanilla is not cheap and getting more expensive by the year. And the thing is, all this global warming is not helping anything about it because global warming makes vanilla even more expensive because they cannot do the harvest properly. Okay, I'm gonna wash my fingers quickly, guys. And then a little essence, and then we need, and that's one thing I do, and I think most chefs does it. If you're at home, in a normal house, you would not like do it, I think, but why can't I open this? This one is a little tough. What I'm doing now, don't do it. Just don't. But now I'm doing it anyways. Yes, like this. And then, like, not too much, but not too little, because, again, tiramisu needs to taste of two things, vanilla and coffee. And I'm using espresso. The coffee I made was espresso, so it's pretty strong coffee. So I want a lot of the vanilla flavor in. So now we have the sugar, we have the vanilla, and I almost forgot to add the salt. I'm gonna add the salt now, guys. Again, it's just a little thing. And the thing about salt is, salt obviously taste of salt. If you use a lot of it, it's what you're going for. But if you have no salt in your food, you have no taste, basically. You can add just a little bit of salt and it will not like change the taste of the thing. It will not start tasting of salt. But salt is also a little bit like pepper. Salt and pepper are like making all other flavors work harder, if that makes any sense. So your other flavors will be even harder. I'm just gonna take my knives now before just gonna quickly rush these so I have them for later as well. And my knife is perfectly okay. So now, guys, we just have the whisking in front of us, and this is probably gonna take a little bit of time, but hey, gonna turn down the. This will take some time. Oh, so guys, this is gonna take some time. And now what I'm making now is basically just whipped cream, because I'm gonna add in my mascarpone. But the thing here is, I want these. You can either make tiramisu in a glass or you can make it standing up. I'm gonna make it so they're standing up without any glass supports. So I actually want to whip my cream a little bit too much, only 1-2% too much, but I actually want to whisk it a little bit too much because then it just stands better. So I think we're here now. It's still a little running, but a little bit more. We're getting pretty close, guys, but it's still a little bit moving a little bit too much for what I like, at least. So yeah. Now we should know. Yeah, perfect. This is actually beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna mix the mascarpone with the cream. Just quickly gonna swap my table with the towel here. Actually, I'm also gonna put this salad back in the fridge because we're not gonna use it now. I just had it out to show everything I was doing. I put this one back in the fridge. The meat and the onions can stay out. That's pretty. Oh, and the green oil is getting pretty delicious here. Yeah, the green oil is getting very good, guys. The green oil is getting so good. Perfect, man. So quickly over here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So mascarpone cream. We want to mix it, and when we have mixed it, we want to start making our tiramisu. And as I told you, like I am not making it in a glass. I'm not making it in where it is protected. I'm gonna make it here in this one. The thing is, when I'm making this one, I can cut out the pieces I want, and I'm gonna get like a way. I think I am gonna get something that is better to plate. I think, at least. Again, everyone is different. Everyone has different opinions. Gonna check my tomatoes here and here. Ooh, they are getting so good, these tomatoes. Take it down to. I'm putting it down to 150 now. Then we can forget a little bit more about it, you know. Yeah. Okay. So the thing here is now it's very, very important that I stop whisking. Like I cannot whisk this anymore. I have to churn it because if I keep whisking now, my cream will go down, and I will like lose volume. And I have put all this air into it to make it stable. So the last thing I want now is, why can I not open anything today? This is getting a little bit embarrassing. First one here, boom. Okay, gonna add in all our delicious mascarpone here, guys. That one went out quickly. Okay, so now, and this is like a little bit more shitty process because I just need to, and sorry my friends, but I need to like get this 100% mixed together without whisking it. And this is actually an emulation because when you mix two objects, it normally should not be mixed, and it should not because I got cream and I got cheese. But this is what I'm doing here now. And I really want to make sure because I don't want any cream being alone. The thing is, a little bit of mascarpone standing alone is not the problem. The mascarpone brings so much both taste. Now I got it all over me. Nice. Both taste, but also the stability. Like mascarpone is just, and I did it again. The mascarpone is just such an incredible cheese. I love to work with it. Ricotta as well. I really like to work with ricotta, but I think my favorite cheese to work with, at least for desserts, must be mascarpone. My favorite dessert is tiramisu, so obviously this is my favorite cheese to work with when it comes to desserts. I also like a normal Philadelphia to make a nice cheesecake. That's good, but a cheesecake is never getting anything near this. And if you think it looks like I'm struggling a little bit right now, it's because I am. But we're getting there. It's gonna be nice, guys. It's gonna be really nice. I think we're getting pretty close, but I can still see some mascarpone laying alone, and I don't, at least don't want the cream to be alone. I want all the cream to be incorporated with the mascarpone. I'm just gonna get a much more stable product. But we are getting very close now, guys. And I'm actually now, because last time I checked the coffee, it was pretty cold, and we do not want the coffee to freeze, so I'm getting out the coffee now. Yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this is obviously to dip our lady fingers in before we put them down. And how is the green oil? Yeah. Yeah, this is like, I don't know if it's going to be the perfect product because it's only going to be in here for an hour, but I made 2 of them, and the other one I will save for another day, so that one is going to be obviously a lot better. But yeah, and also other thing, there's a lot of liquid and we don't want the liquid, but you know, oil is heavier than liquid, or water is heavier than oil. So water will go in the bottom and the liquid will be on top. Yeah, not getting better than this, guys. Already so good. Oh, it's so fucking good. I love tiramisu so goddamn much, guys. Okay. Let's get it cracking. Let's start making some tiramisu, man. And when I was an apprentice, I was making a lot of tiramisu. It's a long time ago, though, but that was where I learned to do it. I never made a tiramisu before I went to the culinary school. And the concept here is very, very simple. Now I'm going to take one first. I'm going to take the lady finger and dip it. Make sure that it's good dipped and it has coffee all over. Maybe the next one dip, and then I'm going to place them. And I'm going to place them like this, guys. And I will fill one layer with this. Then I'm going to put up one layer of the mascarpone cream. After that, I am going to put up one layer of these lady fingers again, and then at last a layer of the cream, and then we put it in the fridge. Oh, and this one got a little bit too wet. You also don't want too much coffee in, because obviously it has to go somewhere again, and you don't want too much liquid in the bottom of this. But now I see we are getting a little. It's beautiful, 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 guys. And dip them. Still only one view, man. I appreciate you a lot. I'm happy you want to listen to me talk all this gibberish. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will try to answer all of them for you, man. Are you watching on Twitch or on YouTube? If you are still here. And then here we want 3, and yeah, this is actually beautiful. Then we're gonna use 6 here in the. This was way too much coffee for these two. Okay, damn, this was way too much. Gonna try to keep it a little. Now we're gonna add a layer of this. So I'm gonna wash my fingers quickly to get off this coffee. I'm gonna take my pastry spatula, because this one will be very neat in a minute. And I want to use about half, not more. It's very important I don't use more than half, but about half I really want to use, because again I need 2 layers. And if one of the layers is a little thicker than the other one, obviously it doesn't matter, because it's another different if you cut different size pieces, but as long as all the pieces contain the same, then it's okay to have a little different in the layers. Just gonna a little bit more. I really hope I have enough for it all, but you're gonna need a little bit more for this layer at least. Maybe I took a little bit too large tray, I don't know. This is gonna be perfect, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be so good. Like I'm already looking a lot forward to eat this tiramisu. I really love tiramisu. It's like by far my favorite dessert, and it has been since I had it the first time a long time ago. I think the tiramisu is such a complete dessert. It's such easy to make. You have so few steps, but you have a banger dessert. Like you have the universe is absolutely this sugar bomb right here in this beautiful, beautiful tiramisu, guys. Made my first layer like this, if you can see properly. Now I'm gonna start adding the lady fingers again, guys. Gonna put this one in here. Boom. Okay. Lady fingers again. Coffee. Just gonna open the next bags, because we used everyone except 2 pieces, so obviously we're gonna use everyone except 4 pieces from this second bag. Oh, the tomato, guys. So now actually we are here. This is how I want the tomatoes. I'm gonna turn off the oven. I'm gonna let them stay for 10 minutes now in the oven turned off. After that, I'm gonna put them into a new tray, and I'm gonna put them in the fridge. The reason I changed the tray as well is because the tray is hot, and that's the only reason. Obviously, you don't want to make us too much work for yourself in the cleaning matter, but obviously you also want to do the best for your products as well. So it's like finding the balance, you know. Yes, I'm really gonna look forward to eating this. Oh no, I just forgot this one. Yeah, this one we're not gonna use too much coffee, guys. I put too much coffee in it, but that's good. We have a little extra, so that's okay. That one was way too much. Okay. So guys, we're done with the layers now at least. Just gonna remove this. I have 3-piece lift. I can always use that for another day if I want to. Gonna add on the last layer now, obviously, and yeah. And I'm really just trying to get the last because I realize I don't have too much cream, which makes me a little sad, but I'm gonna manage. I am gonna manage it. Anyways, don't want that. But we do want everything on the spatula here. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Taking all of it off here, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And now we're just gonna even this out. It's not the biggest layer, this one, but as long as we can even it out, it's gonna be so fine, guys. It's gonna be more than fine. And now, so first, I'm gonna leave it in the fridge to settle for 1 to 2 hours. During this, I'm not gonna put anything on top of it. Again, because a fridge dries out. So if you're like, if you put a cheese in the fridge and you don't like cover it properly, the cheese dries out extremely quickly. This will obviously also happen with my tiramisu. And here I'm actually like, it's kind of what I want in this situation right now. So yeah. Now I'm wanting a little bit of space in this fridge actually. Nice. So our dessert is done. Our starter, the burrata, is basically done. Now we're gonna drain the burrata now and leave it out on a towel, just for it, like, to get everything totally out of all the water, obviously. Just gonna do a quickly filler here on my dishwasher, just so I don't have to do everything after I'm done. Sorry, guys. Perfect. Okay. So now we're just gonna empty this one now, and we're gonna put it on a paper towel, and we're gonna let it dry as much as possible here. And burrata as well. I really like burrata. I think it's like mozzarella on steroids. It's just like a way better version of mozzarella. No, this one is a piece of art, man. A piece of art. Obviously, let's take it here. Gonna lay a little bit of paper down. Just the paper will take the worst of the water in the bottom of it. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy so far. I know it's only one of you watching now, but when I upload the video, hopefully a lot more will see it. Hopefully a lot of more of you will join me in the future as well. So, yeah, gonna leave this right here. Gonna leave this to dry. I'm really sorry about the light, guys. I know the light is not perfect. What if I turn this off? Will it help anything? Did that make it any better? Is it easy for you to see now what is in here? No, I need a better camera. I'm so sorry about the quality, guys. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? And now I started here. Just again, gonna take my towel quickly, clean off the floor here. Well, the floor, what I'm talking about. The table. And I know I'm just like right now, I'm doing on a spot. I'm not like deep cleaning because when I'm done with all the food, I'm gonna deep clean the kitchen. Right now, I just need it to be clean enough for me to continue cook. But yeah, so first off now, we're gonna make the tomato sauce, and we're gonna make the meatballs, and we're gonna cook the pasta. So, boom, boom, boom. What am I thinking about? So, what I'm gonna need the pots. So, for the tomato sauce, we're making this one. Spaghetti we're gonna cook here, and we're gonna have our meatballs in this one. But first, let's start cutting some onions and some garlic. And I always like when that this, so I cut this small piece off here because when this is off, it's easy for me to cut them. I like to halve them because when this onion is halved, many people don't realize how easy it is to peel a half onion. It's way easier to peel half an onion than a whole onion. So and I like to do it easy for myself. I need to remember I also need to be done at some point. So the better I can make it for myself, the better in the end, right? Good guys. Okay, one onion peeled. I'm a little slower now. I don't know why. Yeah, this is better. Boom, boom, boom. Gonna take all my chocolate. The next onion here as well. I'm actually a little bit. I'm just gonna do this now. Like now, the onions are basically ready to cut. Almost. So I'm just gonna make it like this. This I will also use all the onions before I do anything, because then it's gonna be very easy cutting them. And I know I'm cutting a little fast. Some of you probably know how to cut a lot faster than me. Some of you don't. If you don't know how to, just don't try, because it's. I took an education. I done this for a long time. I know exactly what I'm. Okay, and this onion is very bad. Yeah, this onion is not gonna go. We're gonna need another one. Yeah, no good. Just gonna wash my knife. Yeah, we are gonna need 2 onions, guys. We like onions, right? I just love them. And then again, just make it ready now for the bigger cuts, because then it's gonna be. And garlic, I think we're just gonna take 2 pieces or something. You can, you can of course, if you want, use like something like, I don't know, this garlic powder. Yes, you can use. I guess you can use whatever you want to use. I just really like garlic to be authentic. You know, I don't like all this. When it comes to something like garlic, come on, man, a garlic can last in your fridge for like hundreds of fucking years. Please don't be lazy ass motherfucker and buy the garlic. Like, if you do that, then you're like basically the most lazy person in the entire earth if you use garlic powder. Garlic powder can have it like, for some things, if you want a smoky taste, of course you need the garlic powder. But this garlic, you know, they buy this garlic in a jar or already diced. I'm just like, you are on purpose buying something that has absolutely no fucking taste in it. Please don't, right? So, start with the garlic. Just cut your garlic like how you want it. Like, I actually don't like it too fine. I have no problem being, because when I cook it, you know, when you cook it with oil and all the other things, like the garlic will lose all the taste, and the taste will go out in the dish. So eating a cooked garlic, it's not bad. Like, that's not gonna sting or not gonna burn or taste like a lot. It's more if you eat it raw. Boom. Okay, let's get on with the onions, guys. Just gonna already now turn this one up. Put a little oil on it. I know I'm wasting a lot of onion right now, but I have so much onion I need to get it all eaten before a few days. So that's why I'm just gonna take what I need and what's easiest for myself right now. Obviously, normally I don't want to do this. Was this in a restaurant? I'm gonna use every single small piece of onion, but for this one and for me myself, it's not a problem. Because it's gonna go bad anyway. So it's not because I'm wasting any food. Because if I don't use it, I'm gonna throw it out anyways. Good. Okay, guys. So long, so good. And the oil is looking pretty. What? That's right. Yeah, it sounds pretty ready. Oh yeah. So now it's a little rating game. We can actually start to, like, this is cooking. We can start to prepare our meatballs. So the meat I'm using is half pork, half beef. We're using spaghetti polpette, which is just meatballs, Italian meatballs. A lot of different recipes. You can make Italian meatballs with pig. You can make them with beef. You can also mix it, and that's what I'm gonna do. And this is like already bought, half and half. So now we're cooking, you know. Now we're cooking, right, guys? Now we're fucking cooking. Now we're fucking cooking, right? This is gonna be the tomato sauce. So, for the meatballs, obviously we want a little bit of salt. Also want a little bit of pepper. And then the same dry herbs I used before. The oregano and the basil. We actually used a lot of basil today, but that's okay, guys. Now you can do a lot of things with these meatballs. You can add flour, you can add eggs, you can do a lot of things, and you can argue if it's good, if it's bad. I think it depends on the situation. But I think no matter what, I will always if you can make it with only using meat, I would prefer that. Because it is meatballs, right? They're not calling egg balls, they're called meatballs for a reason. Gonna mix this together. Very, very good. Very, very good. Like, actually, it should not look like mincemeat anymore. It should look like fucking, I don't know, like puke or some shit like that. No, not like puke. It should look like, I don't know, a big meatball at last. Very, very important. Like, right now, I'm massaging the meat a lot. And this is to like make it a more stiff base, because when I start rolling the meatballs in a minute, and I will roll all the meatballs first. I'm going to tell you why, but it's going to be way easier to roll them for me, and I know they will stay together in the pan. And the right reason I do all of them at the same time is because, like, I get a short amount of time to cook them. They're only going to cook for like 3 or 4 minutes, so obviously I cannot make them, put them on. I want to put all my meatballs on the pan for the same time, which is going to mean I'm going to make a little bit more work for myself cleaning, but I don't mind it because I get a better result. Like, if there's a way you can use less like plates and everything, obviously do it. But if it's like affecting my work, I'm not gonna. I have a dishwasher. Like, I'm not gonna keep using the same bowl if it's affecting my work. Right now, obviously, this is not affecting my work. So, boom. Yeah, this is gonna be so nice, guys. Gonna be so nice. Okay. So while this cooks, right, I'm gonna start making my small little meatballs here. Okay. And I know I'm not in a hurry right now. It looks like I'm taking it slow. I basically am, because I am not in a hurry. Like, get a little bit more color on the onions, and I'm gonna throw in the tomato sauce. I think I'm gonna use like 3/4 of the bottle there. Okay, guys. A little balsamico again. It's gonna be good, guys. So now this is just gonna be it. So this is gonna be here until the moment I'm gonna start cooking the meatballs. And actually, I'm gonna start boiling the pasta water. And so I'm gonna continue here, guys, and make my meatballs. And the thing is very important for me, like it's like when you're making beefs, right, patties, you want to smash the beefs together first and then roll it, because you don't, like, you obviously don't want air in the meatball. That would make you stupid. We're not stupid here, right, guys? We're not stupid. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. Just gonna continue making our meatballs. And tomato sauce is getting delicious as well. Still only one view, man. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you a lot, man. Yeah. Making the meatballs. We're actually getting very soon done, guys. As soon as this is done, we're gonna start plating it all. The dessert, obviously, at last. The basil oil, I can already tell you now, is not gonna be exactly where I want it to be. So we're gonna have to live a little bit without it being perfect, but we're gonna get some basil oil. That's one thing that is for sure. So we're done with the meatballs, guys. So now we are gonna start cooking them. Gonna take this one and take off the heat. Okay. Maybe actually before I do anything, because my hands are very dirty right now, dudes. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, guys. Let's have a look at the. So you can actually see it starts happening already. I will check you over and look at it. So how you can see, maybe this is not long enough. Maybe it is, maybe not. Okay, so you can see like how it is dividing. So you're getting the green into the top and the lighter green down in the bottom. And we do not want the lighter green, so it's perfect. It's going in the bottom. That's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. And again, I'm really sorry about the quality, guys. This is something that obviously will be fixed as soon as possible. Yeah. But it's getting good in here. Nice. Okay. Very soon we're getting on the next step. Then we're gonna make this, and when we have made this, guys, we are gonna start. Yeah, I just put in a little bit too much salt, so I'm just gonna fix this. I'm throwing out some water and putting in more. Just so when I just realized that I'm only making 500 grams of pasta, and that was way too much salt. I put salt in for like 2 kilos of pasta, so that was so stupid of me. I'm gonna take from the boom. We obviously gonna need the spaghetti as soon as possible, but now let's focus on this. Why? Yeah, good. Okay. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. So now it's just a big waiting game. Guys, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good, guys. I am looking a lot forward to getting to eat something. And now I'm just thinking, what more am I gonna need when it comes to? I'm gonna need my pepper for plating. I'm not gonna use the oil anymore, but the pepper for plating for sure. I'm gonna use some salt as well for plating. I have my basil for plating. So over here I have everything I need for plating, I think. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have everything I need for plating. I'm just gonna. Not all of them turned around. Just gonna take my finger with the last two I needed. This. Okay. A little greasy there. And spaghetti is ready. The parmesan, obviously. The salad, and let's see how this salad is. It already? Yeah, this is already rushed, so I do not need to wash it. Obviously, for the what happened with the camera, guys? Okay, we're back. We're back. I'm sorry, there was for some reason the camera stopped working, but we're back. I don't really know how much I missed. But the meatballs are cooking now. The sauce is here. The spaghetti will now get into the water, so we're gonna eat before too long, at least. Or not eat, because we're not gonna eat actually. I'm not gonna eat until like a little from now. I'm expecting guests, but we are gonna plate. And this is my favorite part about cooking, I think. No, not my favorite part about cooking, but it's my favorite part about cooking something like this. It's not the plating part. I love to cook, but I like to finish things, you know? I like this, giving it my touch when it comes to something like this. So we're actually just gonna wait now, let all of this cook. While I'm doing that, I have my tomatoes in here. Oh, they're tomatoes now. Guys, you look at this, man. Look at this. How beautiful is this not? Oof, this is perfect, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is first I'll put them back here. I'm actually gonna use the same container, but I don't want all this liquid, right? So I'm just gonna drain them quickly. And you know how I talked about I want to break the fibers inside the tomatoes, and I did. I really did. We're gonna put it in the freezer. I do not. Yes, I do have space in my freezer. Just because we needed to pretty quickly. Spaghetti is also getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close with everything. That's also why I want to find the plates now that I'm gonna use. So we are gonna use this one for the tiramisu, but we're gonna need two because we're also gonna sprinkle the tiramisu with the chocolate. So we're gonna need two for the tiramisu. I think we take the burrata in this one. Look, now these meatballs are getting ooh, guys. And this one for the main dish. Now I could actually start by preparing a little bit for my burrata here. So I'm gonna lay it on a bed of rucola, right? So I kind of want like the rucola. I also really want it to go in like a circular. So I don't want it. I can take it here like I do like this, right? Shake it all up. I make like this ball, right? Because I make the ball here, and then it has something to work around. And I don't want it all the way to the edges. I want you to be able to see something right on there. So now I have like the base, and then I can just like look where does this feel empty, and I will fill it up. So now I don't think this feels empty anywhere anymore, and I actually think this is going to be very good with the burrata on top. The burrata here is also getting pretty ready. So I can take the cheese already now. So our starter is beginning to look like something. Now we are only waiting for the pasta, because now the tomato sauce is done, the meatballs is done. And I'm gonna okay, guys, this is gonna be so good, man. This is gonna be so good. You don't even know. Like, you don't even know, guys. You have no idea. This spaghetti needs to go down now, because I need to have it all cooked. And guys, right now while I'm reading, I'm just gonna put stuff in the dishwasher and everything, and because then I can get this dishwasher started very soon. Dum 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 dum. And I'm gonna make a little space in the middle. So I take the meatballs out to the side, because obviously I want the spaghetti to be incorporated in this. Yeah, but I guess we can continue with plating the rest of it, right? We have the burrata here. Now I'm gonna take some of my green oil out. Yeah, and the green oil, it is not where I want it to be, unfortunately. But this is just what I have to work with, I guess. It could have used a lot longer time. I'm just gonna find. I have some very good scissors somewhere that is very good with that kind of work. And I cannot find these scissors at the moment. Where the heck did I put them? This is very weird. Where did I put my scissors? Why would I? What? I'm sorry for the confusion, guys. Okay, I have another scissors that are not as good, but they are scissors. Yeah, these will have to do. Also, not bad scissors, but just not good scissors. So this green oil, normally you would want it to it all out. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna mix it. This is gonna be fine. Boom. So now I'm gonna take Buratta here. I'm just gonna cut it right here, right over here. And open it up. So the cream from the Buratta can run out, you know. Such a good cheese, guys. Gonna cut a little hole in here. Very small hole in the oil. And then we can like put some oil down. So oil running. And then we are gonna take a little paper towel here. Gonna remove the wood. Nah, I actually like this in the bottom. We're actually gonna add some green oil all the way in the bottom of this. This looks very good, I think. I just realized. So I'm gonna continue like just make sure I don't get a little too much of it all the way around. Then it's gonna be time for some baked tomatoes, guys. Some baked tomatoes. Maybe first we're gonna add a little pinch of pepper on top here. A little bit of salt as well, guys. Nice, man. So now we're gonna come in with the tomatoes, right? So I'm gonna grab it from here. They are not that hot anymore. Gonna add some tomatoes here and there just to like get the color and everything. And I don't want it to lay symmetrical because I don't think it looks good when everything is even. I think it even looks like shit. I'm gonna do something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then I'm gonna take 2 of these beautiful basil pieces that I took out earlier. I'm gonna add one right here. And another one right here. Then we got our starter, guys. Okay, our starter is done now. And I can see it's not too long with the pastas. I am gonna start. Okay, I think I took a way too small pot for this pasta. Yeah, I did. What for thing? Okay. I need a little bit more water as well. They're getting close to done. This is not good. I took too little water. Not too good, guys. But this is gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. This is gonna be so good. So this is done. We're still waiting for that. Let's plate our dessert, guys. We'll start to plate our dessert. Look at this beautiful tiramisu, man. Look how much tiramisu I got as well. So just to not fuck up our first dish here, I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, they are very close to al dente right now. Next time I'm gonna take a little bigger pot. That was just retarded of me. But Yeah. No, for the next time. So now we're gonna get this tiramisu cutting into some smaller pieces, guys, and so the way we are gonna do this is that I think how big do I want them to be? I think that even this is actually too small of a plate because the pieces are gonna get a little big. Yeah, this is actually also has to be from one of those as well. So, guys, now the pasta is done. I'm just gonna leave it here to finish up while I do this tiramisu. So, I want to cut it all the way down the middle here. I want to do them like this. So they're gonna get like long pieces. Okay, I fucked a little bit up here. Fuck me. Ah, it was too dirty. Shit. Normally, if it's true, between every cut you should actually clean your spatulas. So, which I did not. So I'm. Okay, but now we are gonna get one of the pieces, and I think we're going for this one. Why the fuck is this happening? This is not. Okay. Like, obviously, guys, we're gonna try again. Yeah, this went a lot better. So I'm gonna just slowly have it here. Then I'm gonna take my cacao powder. Sorry for all of this being a little too messy, guys. This is not how I planned it to be. But we are managing, right, guys? Right. So. This didn't look as good as I wanted to. Yeah, we're gonna do some cleaning on this tiramisu, but it is what it is, guys. It's not the most beautiful one I ever made, but it's tasting as good as everything else. I can tell you that much, at least. Holy shit. I'm gonna put my tiramisu here as well because now we're gonna plate the main dish, and this is gonna be be fully focused here, guys. Fully focused. We just need the space. Actually, I don't know why I said fully focused. We are always fully focused, right? Okay. Let's go here. So I have the plate here. You can see that got a little pepper on it. Yes. Gonna take my pasta now. Drain it properly. You're probably thinking, how the heck am I? I'll show you. So now I'm just gonna keep turning this. That's also why I moved the meatballs out on the side. I just want as much as this, like, covered in tomato sauce, right? You know? I could have used a bigger pan. Or used less pasta, actually. Just would probably have been even better. But now we did it like this, and yeah, that is also good enough, guys. So okay, no more pasta. I think that got decided for us right there. Just gonna remove all the ugly tomato stems here, so we can plate it properly. Gonna grab a few of these meatballs and place them like we want them, right? How we think this is gonna look nice. Again, I get guests over later, so all of this is gonna be eaten. Don't worry about it. I think 5 is a perfect number of meatballs. You can always take more. 5. Nah, we're gonna go 7. We're gonna go 7. I'm never going even numbers because the brain, and this is actually a true fact, like your brain really likes to get tricked with this unevenness. Like it satisfies your brain when things are uneven. That's how chefs play. Like every chef played from that perspective that you need to make everything uneven. If you have a plate that looks like the same on both sides, it's not going to look like a chef made it. It's going to look like someone from 5th grade made it, and that's not what you're going for if you're a chef. I can tell you that much. So now we got this spaghetti here. I want a little bit more of our beautiful, beautiful tomato sauce all over. So I am just gonna grab some of this beautiful, beautiful tomato sauce and just like put it out on it like this. Then we are gonna take our Parmesan. Guys, actually this show is coming to an end now. I'm really sorry about it. I thought it would be longer, but for some reason I was a little too quick today. But I'm gonna take my Parmesan now, and then I will. And for some reason right now I cannot find my. I found it. Okay, guys. I am. Now I'm gonna take this one over here as well, only so I can clean my table up here very quickly. And the last one before that I finished the stream. I'm gonna take some pictures now, guys. I'm gonna have you with me, and then I'm gonna end the stream. But yeah, guys. So here we got our starter, Caprese di Buratta. Here we got our main dish, and now we're actually just gonna put it a little bit. Boom. Here we got that one. Then oh, beautiful, beautiful Tiramisu, which is not that beautiful, but I promise you it's fucking good. Here we got it, guys. I'm gonna end the stream now.